there's something I have to say about Black Ops 2. Honestly, I enjoy Black Ops 2 to a point. You know, it's a great game. I would like to thank Mr. Vandahar, the entire Black Ops team, as well as Treyarch in general, for giving us another good game. I do love this game, like I said. It does have its times where I like to throw it out the window, though. It's those times that I want to throw it out the window that I want to talk about today. My history of playing Call of Duty online, well, I got high-speed internet about 2 years ago during the original Black Ops, so I played that online. I played Modern Warfare 3, and now I'm playing Black Ops. Any other online history I have would be through a couple games by Blizzard, Diablo 2, and Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. My biggest problems, number one, theater mode. I think the choice to leave out kill cams from recorded videos is a bad one. Personally, I loved putting those in videos. There are also other problems too. Videos don't show up. Yeah, like I said, some games don't show up. I know I've had care packages that decide to bounce back up into the air about 30-40 feet and off the map. That's one example. I checked my theater mode because I wanted to capture that. That gameplay never showed up. I checked the next day, the game still never showed up. I had a couple of clanmates in that game, and I asked them to check, and it did not show up for them as well. I'm thinking it's the theater mode, not just my game now. Another problem that I found recently, sorry, I'm just doing this in one take, is that sometimes in theater mode you can edit a video, it works perfectly fine. You can have the view of your own character like you see I'm doing in this video, and it will actually look like your character is hovering a couple feet in the air, which does look pretty odd. My next problem, the spawns. The initial spawns are fine, as always. My problem comes in, and I think a lot of other people will agree, is you die, and you get spawned on top of a piece of lethal equipment. It's never really happened to me, but I've seen and watched replays where a friend of mine has been spawned on top of lethal equipment, bouncing betties, claymores, pretty much you name it. If it can kill him, he gets spawned on it. Another thing, and I understand this is nothing so much that Treyarch can really do, but spawn trapping. We basically have to wait until either the end of the round, or the end of the game, or somebody on the other team makes a big mistake of coming too close to our spawn and flips it. Of course, there's always the rare chance that a teammate can force these spawns to flip. The last problem I have is being killed, and I have no problem with that. It's when I'm spawned right in front of somebody on the other team. Usually it's the person that killed me I'm spawned right in front of, and I spawn in, and less than a second later I'm dead, if that. The lag in Black Ops, the original Black Ops, didn't seem to be very bad. It seemed to be actually very good. Modern Warfare 3, we had what they called lag compensation. Good in theory, terrible in practice. It basically meant that whoever had the best internet connection got screwed the worst. And usually whoever had the worst connection had the biggest advantage. Granted, the most I've ever heard is, I've heard an estimate of up to 0.5 seconds between the best internet connection and the worst, which doesn't sound like long, half second, but when you think about it, that can be a lot of time. I mean, that can make a huge difference. I mean, guns tend to kill very quickly, especially in Black Ops. A half second in Black Ops 2 and you're screwed. Campers. Well, Treyarch, I would like to say one thing about campers. You've done a decent amount to keep people from camping up. I mean, Ghost used to make you invisible to almost everything. You decided to split that up into different perks, and I actually like the idea you have to be moving a certain speed in order for Ghost to take effect. So it is tougher for people to camp, but they still do it. I understand there's only so much you can do about it. As long as you have people playing first-person shooters, you're going to have somebody camping. I understand this. Unfortunately, one of the tools that people had to fight camping and campers in general was the UAV. and you increase the score streak cost on that by 100, which, if you have an entire team camping, you're probably not going to make it. The next thing I want to talk about are the attachments. I have to say, for the most part, I think they're good. At first, I had very mixed thoughts on extended mags taking a little longer to reload until I thought about it. You know, you're physically putting more rounds into, well, a larger magazine into your weapon. Probably not going to think about it, but it's going to take a little bit longer to do. So I don't mind that little extra time. I thought the balancing of rapid fire, a higher rounds per minute in exchange for more recoil. Well, you have more rounds coming out at the same time. Each round has its own recoil. That makes sense. But also lowering the, I guess the best way to say it is the damage at a distance. You're not actually lowering the damage, you're lowering the distances. I thought that was a good thing. The attachment that I feel is the worst, and I don't know what was the thought behind it, is actually the attachment you see me using here in this game is the target finder. I understand it's a great attachment for new players who are getting used to aiming and seeing players and such. To that end, I think it's a good attachment. Unfortunately, it's being heavily abused. Plus, the late level you unlock it means players usually have a good idea how to aim by the time they do unlock it. And there's only one perk in the game that actually counters it, and it's a perk that really isn't run very much. I would say probably, well, what was it? There's 6 perks in that tier, so you got a 1 in 6 chance of running across somebody using it. Unfortunately, if that were all, that would be fine, but this attachment has some X-ray properties. I use it when I find other players using it, simply because I want to screw with them. I want to show them they're not very good if they have to use it. Unfortunately, I've picked players up through walls. Not windows, not walls with holes in them, solid walls. That has to be fixed, in my opinion. The score streaks, I like most of them. I don't agree with the added cost of the UAV. Personally, I wouldn't mind putting up 10 UAVs in a game and having all 10 of them shot down, as opposed to putting up, say, 2 of them and having them both shot down. Simply because it gives me that second or two between the time it goes up and the time it's shot down to find campers, to have an idea where the enemies are. I have not actually done this, but I have seen videos of the AGR score streak killing players that are using, I believe it's blind eye. Whatever perk does not allow computer-controlled score streaks to target you. I've seen players supposedly equipped with it and being taken out by the AGR. Again, I haven't tested that, but if that's the case, I think it needs to be fixed. The Warthog, I actually found this while I was making this video. When it makes a pass, I understand there's a lot of firepower coming down, and it causes the screen to kind of vibrate a little bit. But it seems to be the only score streak where your character will actually move a little bit. The couple of times that I've seen this, I've always vibrated slightly to the left. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I feel it needs to be looked into. And oh, my favorite, care packages. I love care packages. You can get anything from a UAV right up to a swarm. Actually, that's the way I've gotten 2 or 3 swarms now. It's the only way. They need to be fixed. You know, they come down, I understand, in Black Ops, they could hit and go flying a couple of feet. In Modern Warfare 3, it was the same way, and that was expected. In Black Ops 2, I've had care packages hit the ground. They're just barely moving. And I'm not talking a couple of seconds. I had one care package actually time out before I could pick it up. It was like it was sitting there vibrating. And also, I don't know what they're made out of in 2025, but it seems to be a hybrid, like a metal alloy / rubber material that's very irritating. Oh, hey guys, I almost forgot. One of the biggest problems that I've run into personally, actually 2 biggest problems now I think about it. The first one is the matchmaking. Treyarch introduced the league play, I believe it's called, which puts you in a league with players of your own general ability. I like that idea. I really do. Unfortunately, about the time the Xbox 360 got the first down DLC content, there was also an update that came out that changed the way the general matchmaking is made. Now you go into a public game and you get thrown up against players like you would with the league play. You know, personally, I hate it. It's very irritating, very frustrating. If I want to get clips for a video or review I'm doing or anything like that, I think people want to see pub stomping. They don't want to see, oh, hey, you got a kill or two. Oh, hey, you got killed from a guy from behind. Oh, hey, you got 3 kills. Oh, hey, you just got your ass kicked 4 times. You know, people don't want to see like a seesaw type gameplay. They want to see pub stomping. Or at least that's my interpretation of it. So I think that needs to be fixed. Has to be fixed, pure and simple. One of my personal favorite YouTubers, I'm big into watching videos from people that do gun reviews. One of my personal favorites, I won't name him until I get his permission, actually swore he would not do any more gun reviews. The only reason he changed his mind is because so many people asked him to, wanted him to, and I have to say I'm very happy he made the choice to come back. Even if he's doing very short reviews, I'm happy to see him. Okay, I think he does a great job. The other big problem I have with Black Ops actually has nothing to do with the game itself. It's Elite, which does actually tie into the game, but it's not strictly the game. In Modern Warfare 3, I thought it was great they came out with Elite, you know, the online service. It allowed you to form clans, and they assisted you with that and everything else. And they actually gave clans an incentive to level up. I was in one clan, they were level 26. I ended up forming my own clan in June, okay, about halfway through the year. And by the end of the year, we were at a respectable level. I believe it's 33, 35, somewhere in that level. Which I loved. I loved the fact that you could unlock emblems. I thought it was great that you could, hell, every 5 levels you gained double XP time. You know, it started off small, an hour, then it was 2 hours, it went up and up and up. And by the end, by the time a clan hit level 50, they would have had 50 some odd hours of double XP. Unfortunately, the way Elite is being done this year, there's no incentive really to join a clan outside of playing with like-minded players. And another thing, boy, I'm thinking of all kinds of things now. I do not know of any truth to this, so please don't take it that way. But I did watch a video just last night that would have been March 12th. And now they're going to release extra camos, extra creator class slots, and other such little goodies for an additional charge. You know, I bought the game for $60. I bought the year's download DLC content for, I think it was $50. And now you're going to nickel and dime me, you know, a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there for extra stuff. On top of all that, I'm hoping that either it was reported wrong or Treyarch changes their mind, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, if they're going to try to nickel and dime my ass to death, they can keep it. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it was just bad information, whether it was given wrong, taken wrong, don't know, don't care. I just hope it's not right. Okay guys, I will finally shut up. This has been a very, very long video. I would like to thank you all for watching it. Thank you for your patience. Mr. Vondahar, Black Ops team, Black Ops 2 team I mean, and Treyarch as a whole, please fix these issues. Thank you. With that, I would like to ask everybody, not for my sake, but please, if you agree with anything I've said here, hit that like button. If you think it's worthy, go right ahead and favor it. I would love that. Leave a comment. Doesn't matter. You like the video, you hate the video, you think something I said is right, you think something I said is wrong. And honestly, I believe videos like this, we need to stay honest, but we need to also stay polite, respectful. After all, yes, they're being paid to make games like this, but we're buying this of our own choice. So hopefully this video makes a difference.